Hey everybody, I'm so glad you're here and welcome to the channel. Today we're ditching the mainland for something even better, islands. That's right, we're about to dive into the 20 most beautiful islands the good old US of A has to offer. Forget your passport, forget your Dramamine, you're staying right here with me and we're gonna see some amazing places. We're talking white sand beaches, crystal clear water, maybe even a dolphin or two if we're lucky. But don't worry, I packed the sunscreen. Over the next few minutes, we'll be island hopping from coast to coast, exploring hidden coves and soaking up some serious vitamin D, all without leaving your couch. We'll be checking out everything from the rugged shores of the Pacific Northwest to the sunny beaches of Florida. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be transported to paradise. Just try not to book a flight halfway through the video, all right? Let's get started. First up, we're heading to the Aloha State, Hawaii, to visit the island of Maui, also known as the Valley Isle. Now, I've been to a luau or two in my time, and let me tell you, Maui is the real deal. This place is like if a postcard and a Jimmy Buffett song had a baby. We're talking about stunning beaches with sand so soft it feels like you're walking on powdered sugar. And the water? Don't even get me started. It's the kind of turquoise blue that makes you want to grab a Mai Tai and never leave. But Maui's not just about beaches, although they are pretty spectacular. You've got the scenic Hana Highway, a winding road with breathtaking views around every bend, perfect for a romantic getaway or a solo trip with your thoughts, and maybe a convertible. And let's not forget about Haleakala National Park, home to the dormant Haleakala volcano and some of the most incredible sunrises you'll ever see. Trust me, waking up at 3 a.m. to hike to the summit is totally worth it. Just ask my assistant, Guillermo. He still complains about it. All right, folks, pack your party pants and your flip-flops because we're heading to the southernmost point of the continental U.S. Key West, Florida. This place is like if a margarita had a love child with a pirate ship. Key West is famous for its vibrant nightlife, and let me tell you, it lives up to the hype. Duval Street is where it's at, with bars, restaurants, and shops all vying for your attention. It's the kind of place where you can sip on a frozen drink at noon and nobody bats an eye. Just make sure you pace yourself, folks. But Key West isn't just about partying. It's also got a rich history, being the former home of Ernest Hemingway. And you can visit his house and maybe even get some writing inspiration from the ghost of Papa himself. And of course, no trip to Key West is complete without exploring the beautiful coral reefs. Whether you're snorkeling, scuba diving, or just relaxing on a glass-bottom boat, you're in for a real treat. Just watch out for the sharks. I'm kidding, mostly. Buckle up, folks, we're heading to the Pacific Northwest, to a place that's basically Canada, but with better coffee. We're talking about San Juan Island, Washington, the third most beautiful island in the USA. It's like a postcard and a wildlife documentary had a baby. And Friday Harbor? Adorable. Lush forests, dramatic cliffs, and water so blue it's like HD for your eyes. But the real stars? The orcas. Always around, always putting on a show. Aloha, everybody! We're heading back to the Aloha State, touching down on Kauai. You might recognize it from Jurassic Park, the best dinosaur theme park safety video ever. Kauai is the Garden Isle with towering emerald cliffs, waterfalls cascading down volcanic mountains, and lush rainforests. The real showstopper is the Na Pali coast. Grab a Mai Tai, kick back, and enjoy the sheer awesomeness of Mother Nature. Kauai also has some of the best beaches in the world. Hold on to your golf hats, folks, because we're heading down south to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Now, I'm not saying this island is fancy, but I hear the seagulls here only eat caviar and the dolphins all have trust funds. Hilton Head is famous for its golf courses, and I'm not talking about your average mini putt with a windmill. We're talking championship courses designed by legends like Harbortown Golf Links, where you can pretend you're the next Tiger Woods, minus the scandal, of course. But don't worry, Hilton Head isn't just for golf fanatics. You got your pristine beaches, perfect for sunbathing, building sandcastles that would make Frank Lloyd Wright jealous, or just working on your tan lines. And let's not forget the food. Hilton Head is known for its low-country cuisine, which is basically a delicious love letter to seafood, rice, and something called gullah grits. Trust me, it's way tastier than it sounds. And after a long day of golfing, swimming, and eating your weight in shrimp and grits, you can kick back, relax, and enjoy the southern hospitality. Just try not to start a conversation about politics. You're prepared for a very long evening. Nantucket. This place is so charming, it makes even my cold, dead heart beat a little faster. Just kidding, it's the tequila talking. But seriously, Nantucket is like stepping back in time, with cobblestone streets and those adorable little shops where they sell candles that smell like old libraries. You know what else is charming? Beaches. And Nantucket's got 'em. Miles of pristine sand, perfect for building sandcastles, soaking up the sun, or just staring wistfully at the horizon while contemplating the meaning of life. Speaking of the water, did you know Nantucket was once the whaling capital of the world? That's right, folks. This quaint little island was once a hotbed of harpoon-chucking, blubber-boiling action. Don't worry, they mostly stick to whale-watching tours these days. No need to break out your Save the Whales t-shirt, unless you want to, of course. I'm not judging. So, if you're looking for a charming island getaway with a rich history, beautiful beaches, and enough quaintness to make your teeth ache, Nantucket is the place to be. Just be sure to pack your best cable knit sweater and a copy of Moby Dick. You know, for ambiance. Next up, we're heading down south to Amelia Island, Florida. Sunshine, good times, and the occasional alligator in a tiny hat. Amelia Island is known for its luxury resorts, fluffy bathrobes, chocolates on your pillow, and maybe even a personal butler. But it's not all about the high life. 13 miles of pristine beaches for swimming and sunbathing. And don't forget the seafood, a slice of paradise with southern hospitality. Watch out for those gators and hats. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to embark on a nautical adventure to Block Island, Rhode Island. Just kidding, it's a ferry ride. But still, pretty exciting, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. Rhode Island? Isn't that where they filmed Jaws? And to that, I say yes, yes it is. But don't worry, the sharks around Block Island are much more interested in the local fish population than they are in tourists. Probably. Speaking of fish, Block Island is a seafood lover's dream. We're talking fresh off the boat lobster, clams so big you could use them as frisbees, and fish so fresh they practically jump onto your plate. Okay, maybe not that fresh, but you get the idea. But the real star of the show on Block Island is the scenery. We're talking dramatic bluffs, pristine beaches, and charming lighthouses that look like they were plucked straight out of a storybook. So grab your camera, your sense of adventure, and maybe a shark repellent bracelet just in case, and get ready to experience the beauty of Block Island. All right, we're heading back to the West Coast, folks, to a little slice of paradise called Catalina Island. Crystal clear waters that would make a mermaid jealous, outdoor adventures that'll make you feel like Bear Grylls, and a charming town called Avalon. Go scuba diving with the fishes, or spot some dolphins and sea lions. This place has been a Hollywood hideaway for decades. Let's keep it our little secret. Next up, we're heading to the Great Lakes region, folks, to a place where time seems to stand still, Mackinac Island, Michigan. Mackinac Island is a magical place where cars are banned, and the only way to get around is by horse-drawn carriage, bicycle, or your own 2 feet. So pack your comfy shoes and your sweet tooth, because this island is full of charm, history, and enough fudge to satisfy Willy Wonka himself. You can explore historic forts, bike along the scenic shoreline, or just relax and enjoy the island's laid-back vibe. Avast, ye landlubbers! We're setting sail for Ocracoke Island, North Carolina, a place where time moves slower than a 3-toed sloth in a hammock. This remote island is part of the Outer Banks, a string of barrier islands known for their pristine beaches, wild horses, and pirate legends. That's right, folks, pirates. Ocracoke was once a favorite hangout of Blackbeard himself, the most notorious pirate to ever sail the 7 seas. Legend has it, he even met his demise here. Don't worry, the island is perfectly safe now, unless you consider the lack of crowds a danger. Speaking of beaches, Ocracoke has some of the most beautiful stretches of sand you'll ever lay eyes on. Miles of pristine shoreline, crystal clear waters, and barely a soul in sight. It's the perfect place to work on your tan, build a sandcastle empire, or just channel your inner beach bum. Now, Ocracoke isn't exactly a party island. Don't come here expecting nightclubs and all-night raves. This place is all about relaxation, rejuvenation, and embracing the simple life. So ditch your phone, grab a good book, and get ready to experience island life the way it was meant to be. Peaceful, beautiful, and completely unforgettable. All right, we're heading back to the Pacific Northwest, folks, to a place they call Orcas Island. Now, I'm not saying there's a bunch of killer whales swimming around waiting to steal your picnic basket, but I'm also not saying there isn't. Makes you think, huh? But seriously, this place is gorgeous. We're talking lush forests, sparkling water, the kind of views that'll make you forget what you were arguing with your spouse about. It's also a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. Hiking, kayaking, whale watching, you name it, they got it. Just try not to step on any whales while you're hiking, all right? And hey, if you're a fan of art galleries, cute little shops, and maybe grabbing a bite to eat that doesn't involve a cooler full of tuna sandwiches, Orcas Island has you covered. Just remember to pack your sense of adventure, your camera, and maybe a whale spotting guidebook. You know, just to be safe. Next up, we're trading in our hiking boots for flip-flops and heading to Fire Island, New York. Don't worry, the only thing on fire here is the nightlife. This place is basically one giant beach party just waiting to happen. And the best part? No cars allowed. Yep, you heard that right. You can ditch the minivan, folks, because on Fire Island it's all about walking, biking, or maybe hitching a ride on a golf cart. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jimmy, beaches and nightlife? That sounds a little too wild for a guy like you. And you're right. That's why I'm sending Guillermo. He's got the sunscreen, he's got the dance moves, and he's definitely got the stamina to keep up with the party people on Fire Island. But hey, if you're more of a lay on the beach and read a book kind of person, Fire Island has got you covered too. Just try not to fall asleep with your mouth open. You don't want to swallow a sandcastle. Or worse, a disco ball. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to touch down in Marco Island, Florida. And by hats, I mean wallets, because this place is fancy. We're talking luxury resorts, pristine beaches, golf courses that'll make you feel like you're in a commercial for retirement. But don't worry, you don't have to be a millionaire to enjoy Marco Island. Well, okay, it helps. But even if you're not swimming in cash, you can still soak up the sun, build a sandcastle or two. Maybe one for you, and one for the raccoon that keeps trying to steal your snacks. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, you can always rent a boat, do some fishing, or maybe even try your hand at dolphin watching. Just remember, if a dolphin asks you for fashion advice, just politely decline. They have very specific tastes. We're heading back to Hawaii, but this time off the beaten path. Molokai is all about experiencing the true spirit of old Hawaii, full of hidden treasures and untouched beauty. The scenery here is just ridiculous. Towering sea cliffs, lush valleys, and waterfalls. Molokai is steeped in history. Kalaupapa National Historical Park is both beautiful and heartbreaking. Hold on to your cowboy hats, folks, because we're heading to Chincoteague Island, Virginia. The real stars of the show here are the wild ponies. Wild ponies roaming free on the beach. They've been running wild ever since a shipwreck centuries ago. Every July, they swim them across the channel. And did you know they launch rockets here too? No, seriously, Chincoteague Island is calling. All right, party people, get ready to hit the beach because we're heading to South Padre Island, Texas. This place is basically the Cancun of Texas, but with fewer questionable spring break tattoos and way more barbecue. We're talking miles of white sand beaches, crystal clear water, and enough sunshine to power a small city. And when I say party, I mean party. South Padre is famous for its nightlife, with bars and clubs lining the beach and music pumping until the wee hours of the morning. But don't worry, if you're not into tequila shots and conga lines, there's still plenty to do. You can go dolphin watching, fishing, kiteboarding, or even try your hand at sandcastle building. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can hop on a ferry and head over to Mexico for the day. Just make sure you remember which country you're in when it's time to pay for your margaritas. Oh, and did I mention Schlitterbahn? Yeah, the famous water park has a location right here on South Padre Island, complete with water slides, a wave pool, and even a lazy river. It's basically like being a kid again, but with fewer rules and more sunscreen. So slather on that SPF, grab your swimsuit, and get ready for some fun in the sun. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We're cruising down our list of the most beautiful islands in the good old US of A. And let me tell you, this next one is a real humdinger. We're talking about Kiowa Island, South Carolina. You know what they say? The water's fine, the greens are greener, and the sweet tea flows like wine. Okay, maybe they don't say that, but after you see this place, you might just start. Kiowa is basically one giant luxury resort. And when I say giant, I mean giant. We're talking over 10,000 acres of pristine beaches, championship golf courses, and get this, over 30 miles of paved bike trails. You could get lost for days on this island, and I wouldn't blame you one bit, so buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to dive headfirst into the lap of luxury that is Kiawah Island. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single second. All right, we're heading to the East Coast for number 19, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. It's got those cute little cottages, beaches that make you forget you're even near the Atlantic. They've got lighthouses that were probably used to warn ships about Paul Revere rowing by. Martha's Vineyard is like a magnet for celebrities. You might spot Oprah or Spielberg scouting locations for Jaws 27. Just try not to get sand in your clam chowder. Last but not least, we're heading back to Hawaii for number 20, Lanai. Secluded beaches, crystal clear water, and landscapes designed by Mother Nature herself. Lanai is the opposite of crowded Waikiki. Escape the crowds, unplug, and forget what day it is. Hike lush forests, snorkel with dolphins, or do nothing. Most of the island is owned by Larry Ellison. Maybe even have a dolphin encounter for Instagram. Well, folks, there you have it. The 20 most beautiful islands in the good old US of A. We've seen everything from volcanic peaks to celebrity hideaways, and everything in between. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to pack my bags, grab some sunscreen, and head to the nearest airport. But before you book that one-way ticket to paradise, tell us in the comments which island stole your heart. Was it the Hawaiian sunsets, the Florida Keys vibe, or maybe the charm of New England? Let us know. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our travel adventures. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep those margaritas coming.